Welcome to On the Spot. This is the Meet the Candidates series. We have three dynamic young brothers vying for city council seats in Brooklyn and Manhattan. We have Landon Dais. He's running for the 9th district in Harlem. We have this young brother over here that's running for my district here, Saquan Jones, 36 Councilmatic District. And we have Terry Hines, who's running for the 45th district in Brooklyn. Welcome to On the Spot. We're going to start this off.
Thank you for having us.
Take it away, brother. Tell us about yourself, give us your background, and let the people meet who you are.
You introduced, my name is Landon Dais, and I'm running for the 9th district, which is pretty much central Harlem, but it's also a little bit of the Upper West Side, a little bit of the East Side, and pretty much all through Manhattan, from Morningside to the East River, after 125th Street. My district is historic. I'm born in Harlem. Spent many of my years there. My education background with the Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. Obtained my master's from Columbia University in real estate development. And I think that's was paramount in my education background, because Morehouse, outside of just a great education, also taught me about being a black man, being a community man, and being a leader. And that's why such great people such as Martin Luther King is a graduate of Morehouse. That's something they instill in us. And then Columbia, Masters of Real Estate Development, really gave me a background on what's going on in Harlem right now with gentrification and the real estate issues.
Okay.
After I graduated from Columbia, I have a background in construction.
But hold on, brother, hold on. We gonna meet everybody. We gonna meet everybody, and we gonna let them give us a little background on themselves. Brother Jones, tell us about yourself.
I'm Saquan Jones, running for 36th District City Council seat, which outside of Harlem is pretty much the most historic African American community probably in the United States. My background is of socioeconomic disadvantage. Growing up in a single-parent household as a teenage parent, these issues are a reflection of what a lot of the individuals in this district are going through. And I feel like my candidacy will allow those individuals to see tangible evidence of success. Now, I have a long way to go, of course, but I think that once I get there with the individuals that I experience the same life issues that I have, especially if I'm given the opportunity to be city council representative for this district, I think that we'll be able to bridge the gap that so many of us see within this district of, classism, economic disadvantage, or, the saturation of social services and the saturation of service cuts within this district. So I hope that my candidacy is a reflection of those experiences, as well as an insight to how far we can go in the future within Bedford-Stuyvesant and Crown Heights.
Brother Hines, last but not least.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Terry Hines. I'm a practicing attorney. I also am a real estate broker. And within the East Flatbush area, I think the unique experience that I have is that I've grown up there. I raised my family there. I was actually educated there. So I like to use the slogan, from the community, working for the community. I think what I'd like to reflect to many of the voters is that I'm an example of the hard work that they've put in within that community, as far as morals, education, as far as the hopes that they would have for their own children. My background primarily is in affordable housing. I work for a couple of not-for-profits. I'm on the community board, and I like to basically take my record of service and say, this is what I've been doing before I become a council member. Imagine what I'm going to do once I become a council member.
I like to hear that, brother. Let's start out with it. It's very important. We spoke off mic, but it's important to say your ages, because you brothers look like the dream team here. Nice young brothers. It's always good to get the young brothers out here. It's formulated a team to say we're going to go after some key spots, historical seats that people in office have had for a very long time. So, brothers, gentlemen, can you each tell us your age? Because it's very important. I see young brothers, and it reminds me of ourselves. We all kind of grew up in the neighborhood. I'm from Saquan's district, and it's good to see young brothers out here making something happen and formulated a wonderful team. So can you tell the people your ages, and hopefully y'all be around in this political game for a long time?
I'm 28 years of age.
I'm 32.
I'm 33.
Okay, so we're going to start with you, Mr. D. Please tell us what's going on in your district.
Dais.
I said, Mr. D. D.
Dais.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm used to people messing up my name, man. I get Diaz, Davis.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, so now in your district,
Yes.
Harlem,
Harlem. Uptown.
Charlie Rangel,
The Harlem Machine.
Inez Dickens.
Part of the Harlem Machine.
They've been there. Is that David Dinkins and everybody?
That's the Gang of Four. That's Basil Patterson. That is Sutton. That is David Dinkins. I am going against the. If we're the dream team, man, then I'm going against some of the greats. I'm going against the Bill Russells and Bob Cousy's of the political game.
Yes. You see, you need a show by yourself, brother. But what's going on out there in Harlem, especially with our Governor David Patterson, you need a show by yourself. So now we gonna start it off with Harlem, and Harlem changed a great deal, brother.
It has.
I mean, the complexion of Harlem is a whole different thing. 125th Street, 116. Talk to me, brother. What you got for us? What you got for me?
Well, Harlem has a lot of issues. And you talk about the Harlem political machine, and they've done good things. I'm not one of negativity. However, if you go back 30 years and look at the problems, especially with the African American Latino youth, especially in Harlem 30 years ago in 1979, it's kind of uncanny that those are the same issues facing us today. High unemployment, education, high dropout rates, drugs, incarcerations. And it seems like as much as things have changed, the things that's what we really need in our community have not changed. And unfortunately, when you get embedded in the political process, I think when you're there too long, you often forget what's really going on. You lose your sense of what's going on in the community. And I really feel I'm the only candidate in the ninth that will be able to talk to the youth, will be able to talk to the young who's below the age of 34, because Harlem's average age is about 34, 35 years of age. It's a large disparity. But the seniors are the ones who vote at a higher rate. And I really think I'm the only one who can communicate to the youth and to the seniors.
Not to interject, but how are you reaching the youth now and going to get them out there to become registered voters? I mean, I'm quite sure Harlem picked up a lot off of Obama's candidacy.
Yeah, we did, but unfortunately, are they going to come out for a regular city council race, unlike a historic presidential race for the first viable African-American candidate? I don't know, but I'm out there. For instance, May 9th, we're doing a day of peace. Because if you don't know, last week we had about 14 shootings throughout New York. 3 or 4 of them were in Harlem.
Exactly.
Last year, Memorial Day weekend, which began in the summertime, we had 2 horrific shootings in the Marcus Garvey Park and on Lenox Avenue. And myself, Pastor Williams, who's part of the Peace Ministry, and Harlem Mothers Who Save are working together to get these kids, look, these guns kill. There's no reason to increase this violence. Education is the key to get out of here. Education is the key to have a successful life. And I'm out in the streets, at rallies, every day, talking to youth. And a lot of the youth also see me. They saw me on TV. They know my background on TV, and they like the show that I was on, doing my community service work on BET. So they see me on the street. They know me, and they will listen to me. And at the same time, when it comes to the senior issues, my father, who worked in the community for 30 plus years, is well respected, is going to be my most senior advisor. You know, so when some people say, "Oh, look how young he is," I'm still going to have to put the people around me who's going to help me put the right decisions to help us with our small businesses, our education, and social issues.